Attention passionate Atlanta, Falcons fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC South and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Atlanta Falcons' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Atlanta Falcons fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Atlanta, FALCONS FANS. Let's get to the news now, guys. If you're following the Atlanta Falcons this season, you know it's been a roller coaster. There's always that buzz, that feeling that something big is about to happen, especially when it comes to the offensive side of the ball. And right now, the Falcons are trying to find their rhythm, trying to establish that offensive balance that can truly make them a dangerous team in the NFC South. It's no secret that the division has become increasingly competitive, and every game counts more than ever. But what's really interesting is how the team is adapting, especially behind the quarterback Penix, as they look to elevate their game against tough opponents like the Vikings. Penix has shown flashes of brilliance this season, but consistency has been a challenge. His ability to distribute the ball, throw deep, and make smart decisions under pressure is critical for the Falcons' success. And the team's coaching staff has been working tirelessly to refine their offensive strategies, aiming to generate that much-needed offensive balance. You see, in today's NFL, it's not enough to rely solely on a strong running game or a prolific passing attack. Teams that succeed are those that can seamlessly switch between both, keeping defenses guessing and off balance. The Falcons are actively pushing to perfect this balance, especially as they face tougher defenses and more disciplined opponents. And speaking of facing tough opponents, this week's game against the Minnesota Vikings is shaping up to be a real test. The Vikings have a solid defense, and their offense, led by Kirk Cousins and some talented receivers, can be explosive. But what's really catching everyone's attention is the Falcons' approach to this game. They're not just going in to compete, they're going in to dominate in total yards, control the clock, and keep their offense unpredictable. The focus is on Penix, but also on how the offensive line is holding up, how the running backs are providing that extra punch, and how the receivers are creating separation. It's a full team effort, and that's what makes this matchup so intriguing. Now, on the injury front, there's some notable news that could influence how the Falcons attack this game. Younghoe Koo, the reliable kicker who's been a key part of their special teams, will not be traveling to Minnesota. That's a significant blow because Koo is known for his clutch kicks and consistency, especially in close games. Last week, he missed a 44-yard field goal that could have tied the game against Tampa Bay, and instead, it ended up sealing a tough Week 1 loss for the Falcons. Missing a kicker of his caliber is always a concern, but the team has responded quickly. They've elevated Parker Romo from the practice squad to the active roster to fill that void. Romo has been waiting in the wings, and now it's his chance to step up under the bright lights of Sunday Night Football. But the moves don't stop there. The Falcons also signed wide receiver David Sills V to the active roster from the practice squad. Sills can bring some extra depth to the receiving core, which has been a bit inconsistent at times, especially with injuries and the need for more reliable options for Penix. And in a related move, the Falcons placed safety Jordan Fuller on the reserve injured list. That's a blow to the secondary, but it also opens opportunities for other players to step up and prove their worth in crucial moments. This game against the Vikings is more than just another regular season contest. It's a chance for the Falcons to showcase their resilience and adaptability. The team has been working on generating offensive balance, something that has been a focus since the offseason. The coaching staff, led by Arthur Smith, knows that if they can get Penix to distribute the ball effectively, mix in the run, and protect the football, they'll put themselves in a great position to win. It's all about executing at a high level, especially on the road in U.S. Bank Stadium, which is always a tough environment for visiting teams. And let me tell you, the atmosphere in Minnesota is going to be electric. The Vikings are hungry for a win after a few close calls this season, and their fans are known for creating a loud, intimidating environment. The Falcons will need to be focused, disciplined, and ready to play their best football. That means limiting turnovers, avoiding penalties, and executing their game plan with precision. Penix's ability to stay calm under pressure will be vital, especially as the Vikings' defense tries to disrupt the rhythm of the Falcons' offense. One thing I want to highlight is how the Falcons' defense might match up against the Vikings' offense. The Vikings have some explosive players, but Atlanta's secondary has been improving week by week. They've been working on their communication and coverage schemes, trying to create turnovers and force mistakes. If they can do that, it might be the key to swinging momentum in Atlanta's favor. Remember, in close games, special teams and turnovers often decide the outcome, and with Koo out, Roma will have to step up and deliver when it counts. Now, looking ahead, the Falcons are in a pivotal part of their season. Every game is a must-win if they want to stay in playoff contention. The NFC South is becoming more competitive, with teams like the Saints and Panthers also fighting for supremacy. But Atlanta has the talent and the coaching to make a serious push. They just need to find that offensive rhythm that can take them from good to great. Penix's development, the offensive line's protection, and the receivers' ability to create separation are all pieces of this puzzle. If they can put it all together, the Falcons could be a team nobody wants to face come postseason. And it's not just about this game. It's about the bigger picture, the franchise's goals, the fans' dreams, and the desire to bring a Super Bowl trophy back to Atlanta. The city has been waiting patiently, and with each passing week, the team gets closer to realizing that potential. The fans are energized, the players are motivated, and the coaching staff is dialing in every detail to make sure they maximize their chances. The Falcons have a talented roster, a passionate fan base, and a coach who knows how to get the best out of his players. This season could be the one where everything clicks. As we watch this game unfold, keep an eye on how the offense responds after the loss of Koo. Will the new kicker step up? Will Penix find his rhythm early? How will the offensive line hold up against a formidable Vikings pass rush? And what kind of adjustments will Arthur Smith and his staff make to keep the Falcons competitive throughout the game? All these questions add to the excitement and make this matchup one of the most anticipated of the week. And now, Atlanta Falcons fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Atlanta Falcons. Do you think Penix can lead the team to victory? Are you confident in Romo stepping up as the new kicker? How do you see the Falcons matching up against the Vikings' defense? I'd love to hear your predictions, your analysis, and your hopes for this game and beyond. Remember, this team is more than just a roster. It's a community of passionate fans who believe in the Falcons' potential to make history. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, more insights, and all the latest Atlanta Falcons news. Whether it's game analysis, player updates, or behind-the-scenes stories, I've got you covered. So stay tuned, keep supporting your team, and let's continue this journey together. The Falcons have a lot to prove, but with your support and their determination, there's no limit to what they can achieve. Thanks for being part of this community, and as always, go Falcons!